tripping.
Alright, I think we're about to get started. We're going to start this off by going over the weapon skills. Start off in Axe Focus. Here, let me start streaming as well. Okay, streaming in Discord. We're going to start off in Axe Focus. Your main job as Core Necro is mostly just to strip boons, and as a side plot, you are dealing damage. So most of our traits are prioritizing stripping boons from enemies near you, and then dealing damage in the downtime. Starting off in Axe Focus, we have two main buttons that will strip boons from enemies. You have Axe 3, which is a AoE around you that will strip one boon from enemies. And you have your Focus 5, which will strip up to 3 boons from enemies and will do a significant amount of damage as long as they have 3 boons. Your 2 and your 1 are both single target damage. Your 2 is actually a good amount of damage, but probably not one that you're going to be casting all the time. And 4 is a projectile that you send out towards the enemy squad. Usually they will have a reflect or something that will block it, so you don't usually want to use that. Your main 2 buttons are your 3 and your 5. Okay, on the Greatsword. On Greatsword, you have, I'd say all your buttons are rather important. Your 5 is your, I'd say, second most important ability. It pulls people from the enemy's Zerg towards you. While in the middle of combat, you're going to be stacking with your group, and if the enemy range ever gets within 900, go ahead and pop the 5, see if you get anybody. If you get anybody, you can immediately drop your 4 on them. This will create a well that will convert a boon, and will then pulse blindness and cripple, and as well will deal damage over time. Your 3 is just a big damage skill. It's single cast, so it's something you'll use right before you use your 2. And then your 2 is by far your most important skill on Greatsword. This is Gravedigger. It will reset if you hit somebody below 50% health, or if you hit a downed enemy. And this is one of our best ways of cleaving out downed enemies, is just by spamming 2 over and over and over until they die. So if you were going to go with a rotation in this, I would say 5, 4, 3, 2. It's a very easy rotation. And then just spam 2 until your weapon swap is back off cooldown. Now on to Shroud skills. If you enter Shroud, you'll see that you have 4 skills. I'm going to ping them here because I'm going to lose access shortly. Your most important are your 2 and your 4. Your 2 is a slow-moving projectile that is unblockable, so you don't have to worry about it being reflected into the group. That will go towards the enemy Zerg and convert 2 boons, but it will also convert 2 boons on 4 targets around your target. It's a very good skill. Your next thing after you use your 2 would be Shroud 4, which is your life transfer. This is a crazy damage skill that can deal upwards of, I think I got the most as 15k once on 5 targets near your squad. Crazy damage. After that, you're going to want to stay in Shroud until you can cast your 2 again. So you can fill this by filling with Shroud 3, Shroud 5. Shroud 3 will obtain your Relic of the Fireworks, but Shroud 5 will not. So use those in downtime, and if you do not see any reflect fields, go ahead and feel free to use your Shroud 1. Then use your Shroud skill 2 as soon as it's off cooldown, and then you can leave Shroud. That's your weapons and your Shroud skill. And then finally, you have your utility skills. These kind of fill the downtime between your Greatsword and Axe Focus. Your Signet of the Locust is your big boon strip. It will remove 2 boons from 5 enemies near you, as well as dealing a little bit of damage. That goes through toughness because of Life Siphon. Your heal skill will do the exact same thing because of the trait we take in Spite called Malicious Swarm. It will cast a secondary Signet of Locust and will remove a total of 3 boons from 5 nearby allies, combining the heal Signet and another Signet of Locust. your most important utility skills that you have on this build are your wells, your 8 and 9 skills. These skills are skills you want to place in the middle of the enemy Zerg, especially when your group is pushing into them or when your commander is calling for wells. If your commander specifically calls for wells, hold your wells until they call for it, and when they do, hopefully every single Necro will all place their wells on the enemy group at once. And here, if we all want to come forward and just place this on the troubadours, you can see how crazy damage this will do. So, wells on them in 3, 2, 1. Everyone place your wells, and don't do anything else. Yeah, it's crazy damage there. Let them res themselves. Pull back. So as long as you can coordinate that well bomb, they will have no boons, they will take insane amounts of damage, and they'll have crazy vulnerability.
Yeah, I had a shitload of boons going. Y'all took them all.
Yep, there you go. And finally, you have your Plague Lands. This skill is kind of situational, but it's the best elite skill we have access to. So it takes a solid second to cast it, and it'll place a well on your feet, not on enemy feet. And then it will do, I believe, 10 pulses? Yeah, 10 pulses. And each pulse will do more and more conditions as well as some damage. So what you are ideally going to want to do is you want to place this right before you would swap positions with an enemy group. So let's say your circle enemy group is green and they dodge into you. You want to place the Plague Lands and dodge back through them. This will just keep up the Condi pressure on the enemy group. And that's kind of it. Other notable things to do are, me personally, I like to place Well of Suffering and then Well of Corruption, mostly just to remove Aegis and then to place the Well of Corruption so it can have maximum boon strip. And ideally, you're going to be using your signets while in your Axe focus set. So if you're rocking up to these, don't kill the troubadours for now. I would do 5, 3, heal skill, C skill, and then swap into my Shroud. Do your Shroud rotation, and then swap back into your Greatsword. And just keep rotating between Greatsword, Axe Focus, and Shroud. Whenever Shroud is off cooldown, you have to immediately use it, as that's where a majority of your boon strips are coming from. That's kind of it, though. Make sure you're pressing the right buttons, Axe Focus. Please use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on your Greatsword. Use your signets off cooldown, and use your wells in a coordinated burst with your commander. In your Shroud, use 2, 4, 3, 5, whatever, and then another 2. And that's about it.